Welcome. Chapter 4 Current Electricity and Magnetism. Let's see what we are going to cover in this part. First of all, we are going to see what are the constituents of an atom. Then after seeing them, we are going to see what are charged objects. Then we are going to revise what is static electricity. Then we are going to see how these charges can flow. Then we are going to talk about potential difference and what is current electricity. Now let's see what are the constituents of an atom. So here you have an atom, the visualization of an atom in which you see in the middle protons and neutron, and the ones which are orbiting are electrons. Here you see that electrons are revolving in specific orbital. Now student, as you know, electrons are negatively charged, protons are positively charged, and neutrons have no charge, that is neutral. And we know number of electron is equal to number of proton in any atom, that is number of negatively charged is equal to number of positively charged. Hence we say atom as a whole is neutral. Now student, I think you may know what will happen if we rub silk cloth on glass rod. Now here we have silk cloth and glass rod, and now if we rub them against each other, what you think will happen? Yes, this is just a justification of revision, right? So student, when we rub silk cloth against glass rod, there is a transfer of charge. Yes, electrons from the glass rod are transferred to the silk cloth. Hence, total number of negatively charged in the glass rod is less than the total number of positive charge. Hence, glass rod become totally positively charged, and as silk gain the electron, it becomes negatively charged. But student, we cannot say that by seeing that these objects are charged or not, and hence we use an instrument called electroscope to check whether the object is charged or not. Now student, my question is, can these charges be made to flow? Now students, try to recall when you want to move any object from one place to another, what you require? Yes, we require force. So student, we need a kind of force which move these charges. But students, before moving further, first let us understand the concept of potential difference. Let us do an experiment. Dear students, here we have two tanks, A and B. Here tank A is filled with water and tank B is empty. And they are connected through a valve which is closed right now. Now what will happen if I open the valve? Now I open the valve. Now you can see all the water from the tank A flown to tank B. As you see, the valve V is still open, but water is not flowing from B to tank A. Can you tell me, students, why this happened? Yes, this is happen because tank A is at the much higher height than tank B. Now dear students, here we can say that tank A has large potential than tank B. From this experiment, we can understand that water is flowing from higher potential to the lower potential. Similarly, here we have two objects is depicted in the red and blue color. Here red one is hot and blue one is cold object. What will happen if we bring these two objects closer? As you can see in the diagram. Yes, the heat flow from hot object to the cold object. Now students, heat continuously flow from hot object to the cold object until they attain same temperature. So student, what we can observe from here? Yes, the heat transfer from the hot object, that is the object which has higher temperature, to the object which is at lower temperature, that is the cold object. Now students, by looking these two experiments, we can conclude that charge flow from a point which is at higher potential to the point which is at lower potential. Now students, see the electrical circuit. Now here we have a bulb which is a load and connecting wire which we require for electrical circuit. Now here we have a switch for switch on and switch off. Now here for flowing of charge we require force which is given by this battery. As you see here the switch is on. Now let's see what will happen when switch is closed. Dear students, here the electrical charge flow from higher potential to the lower potential because the electron flow from negative terminal of the battery to the positive terminal of the battery. Here we see the bulb is glow because of the flowing of the charge. Now this difference in the potential is called as the potential difference. Now unit of the potential difference is volt and it is denoted by capital V. It is a scalar quantity and it is named after the great scientist Alessandro Volta. Now let's see what is current electricity. The flow of charges is called as electric current. Now dear students, unit of electric current is ampere. Symbolically it is represented as capital A. Now it is also a scalar quantity. Now let us define 1 ampere. When 1 coulomb of charge flow in 1 second, then 1 ampere current measure. It is named after the great scientist Andre Marie Ampere. Dear students, now let us summarize what we have learned till now. Yes, we have learned constituent of an atom, that is electron, proton and neutron. We have also learned about charged object. We had done a demo of static electricity by using silk cloth and glass rod. We had also done electrostatic potential by using analogy of water tank and hot cold object. We have learned flow of electric charge, that is current electricity. And we have seen what is potential difference and its unit. And we have also learned about electric current and its unit. Dear students, we are going to see some more remaining topic in the next video. Thank you.